The Wynn $1,600 main event. Day 1C, which is the softest of the three and biggest. Pro tip, always play the last day of a multi-flight tournament. It will get the most players and the most recreational players. Max value, pro tip of the day. We're going to bag and tag around midnight. I'm going to guess 136,000 in the bag. We start with 25,000, 1 hour levels, great structure, great venue. $25K starting, got it up to $30K. Before the break, we played 8 consecutive hands in a row, all good hands, and we lost 8 hands in a row. Called the river 6 times, was wrong every time. Folded the river once, who knows if we were right. We get in our last 9,000 pre-flop with Ace King. We're up against Pocket Queens. We do not improve. We re-enter for $1,600. Bullet number 2.
Heads up.
What's up, guys? Jeff Boski here. We're on dinner break. We sit down at the 1-3 no limit cash table, buy in for $500. There's a $6 button straddle. Our very first hand, it folds to us in middle position, and we look down at 10-7 of spades. We're ready to gamble. We make it $18. Button calls, big blind calls. Flop comes. King, 10, 5. 2 spades. Dream flop, we're ready to get it in. Big blind checks, we bet $40. Button calls, big blind calls. At this point, I'm putting one of them on a king and the other one on possibly a flush draw or a queen jack type hand. The turn brings an offsuit 5. Big blind checks. We want to continue our story with repping aces, ace king, a big hand. But in reality, we have a semi-bluff trying to fold out weaker kings. Pairs such as jacks, queens. Keeping flush draws. We decide to bet $80. The button folds. The big blind calls $80. The river is a 7, giving us 3 pair. Big blind checks. There could be some merit in overbet shoving the river, since we have set blockers and we can rep a boat. But I think our showdown value is too great versus his hands like flush draws and queen jack type hands. So we check back. He reveals pocket jacks and wins a big pot. Gotcha. With blinds at 400, 800, 100 ante, we have a 25,000 stack, and we're under the gun +2. We open for 2,000 with pocket fives. Loose Russian button calls. All the rest fold, and we're heads up to a flop. The flop comes. Queen, 5, deuce. Normally, I'd c-bet, but based on this Russian's tendency to enjoy betting at every pot, we decided to check it over to him. He bets 6,000. A large bet considering the pot size and the dryness of the board. So we're putting him on a bluff or a queen-jack, queen-king type hand. So we decided to just check call and make our range look weak. We call the 6,000. The turn is an offsuit 10. We check. He bets 7,000. We have 18,000 behind. We could continue our check call line, but just in case he has some crazy gutter, picked up a flush draw, or he's got aces or kings and he just wants to get it in, we decide to jam for 11,000 more. He calls, reveals queen-jack, he's drawing dead, and we double up to 50,000 chips. Upon dragging the pot, a player who has said nothing to us for hours looks at us and says, "That was a rather favorable flop." Shout out to the silent viewer of the vlog.
It's pretty hard for Miles to have anything, man. Yeah, where's the rest of the pot?
I'm just scared of this guy. We got you. We got one all in.
White goes in the bag. Yellow goes in you guys.
You guys better watch Jeff Bolsky's YouTube